All right, I think we are good to go. Hmm, okay. I think we are good to go. I have a surprise for everybody today. First, let's start off by saying welcome to Recursive Gaming. My name is Dan. I'm going to start the stream now, and I'm super happy to be doing this. I'm super excited because, as you can all see, I am right outside the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Lominsa, and look what we have here. We have our starting quests for unlocking Scholar and Summoner. So we've been working towards this and talking about this from the very beginning of playing this game. This is the moment I've been waiting for. And also I can't summon it right now, but I also unlocked the ability to fight with my Chocobo, my companion. So I'm excited about that. I also have the Chocobo saddlebag and all that. I can ride my Chocobo, so we are making good progress. We finally arrived at that point in the main story quest where the game finally really truly comes alive, in my opinion. So let's do the Summoner quest, I believe this is. Yeah, because we get Summon 3, which I believe is not quite Ifrit Iggy or whatever, or Eggy. But it's a huge upgrade. And we get Soul of the Summoner. So, anyways, super excited. Let's start this quest. Okay, so I was asked for by name by some really prestigious people. The Suns are currently conducting their research, and it would benefit from an Arcanist. Okay, specifically one who has defeated the Primal Ifrit. Okay, so that's why they targeted me. Okay. Well, step one is to go do that. What is this? This is for Scholar, so let's start this one as well. Study the ways of the ancients. A curiously refined and well-read marauder visited the guild, hoping he could meet an arcanist of exceptional skill. Okay, so gotta go to the Marauders Guild first. So that's pretty close to here. Let's do that one. And then this one is in the Shroud. I can teleport. So that's pretty nice. Actually, it's in Gridania, so that's nice. And then all you have to do is run north. I guess I could teleport. I have the Leatherworkers Guild unlocked. I don't think I've attuned to anything else, so I should probably attune to both of those while I'm there. Alright, anyways. Let's go to the Marauders Guild. Alright. I feel like we are finally arriving at the meat of the game. We can finally start to make some real progress and get that momentum going. Super excited. Okay, so which one is for me? Okay, I'm guessing this is it. He's got glasses on like me. Thank you for setting aside your preconceptions, Draco. Don't judge me by the fact that I am a marauder. I also do research. Oh, she does strategy despite wielding an axe. Okay, so we're doing some archaeology, some history research. She's using that to enhance her combat abilities, I'm guessing. Or her strategy. Okay. Will you help me in this task? Oh no! Okay, so some tablets that she paid a lot of money for were stolen. Alright, so we need to go reclaim the relics. Looks like we're going to be fighting more pirates. Pirates are always stealing stuff. Is that just what pirates like to do? They just like to steal stuff? Okay, so La Nocia. Let's see. I can teleport to... Actually, I'm not attuned to Wineport, so... Don't know what the closest one to Wineport is. Looks like Camp Bronze Lake also not attuned. Okay, what about this direction? Lower Lanosia. Wow. Not attuned to anything here either, unless you count Morby Bay down here. This is getting depressing. Alright, so... Okay. Looks like I go here. Oh no, I can't. Wineport. What about this? Looking for easier ways to get there than having to run forever and ever. Which is always the most annoying thing. Okay, so best way to get there looks like is from Lower Lanosia and then running north through this section right here. Because this goes somewhere. Actually, they both go to the same place. Are you serious? Oh, this one goes here. So if I go to Costa del Sol and run south, then I come up this way, and I can go here. Okay. Forgotten but not done. This is for the... helping the Marauder, I believe. So that's for the Scholar. And then for this one, I just go to Gridania. So let's go to Gridania first and do the Summoner quest and start that. And then we'll move on to the Scholar quest. Because there's a bit more running, it looks like. Sometimes it takes a bit of research to look at the map and figure out where to teleport to and the fastest or closest way, you know, to get to where you're going, and then to remember to attune to Aethernet. So unlocking all of your fast travel points in the game takes a bit of forethought and strategy sometimes. Unless you don't mind just running from place to place and taking forever. Alright, so I need to go north from here. I'll go ahead and use sprint. I'm not interested in taking forever to run from place to place. It's a beautiful game and everything, but I do want to make progress. Like, I'm excited to unlock that next thing. I'm excited to make progress in the story and get new abilities. I'm not just looking to explore the world, as it were, even though I do like the world. I'd rather experience the world with a purpose than just run through it on the way to my purpose, if that makes any sense. We're going to attune before we head up, so I'm just going to cut back here. Yeah. I do also need to attune to that, but I'm not going to worry about that at this moment. I do believe I had to go here to the docks. I may have already attuned to that, although I'm not positive. I think I just passed it by, if I'm honest. I did just go by there yesterday. That was a super short stream, by the way. A little disappointing, but today should be a lot longer. Today we should get a lot more done. So stay tuned if you want to see some progress or check back every once in a while. Yamitra. She looks a lot like Y'shtola from the Scions of the 7th Dawn. Okay, so talking about summoners and stolen energy to summon something called an Eggy. Right, defeat a primal and capture its essence. Okay, so only those of us who have defeated primals can do this. So basically I'm going to be summoning a mini Ifrit, or a version of the energy of Ifrit. Okay, so now I need to go to Thanalan for this, and I'm not attuned to the Forgotten Springs. Hold on. Okay, so also not attuned to Little Alamigo. Central Thanalan? No. Old Da, and then leave the city through this gate, and then come through here. Attune to Little Alamigo? No, I can just do Camp Drybone. That's faster. So Camp Drybone, come south. Attune to Little Alamigo, and then come through this little way right here. Attune at Forgotten Springs, finally down to there. For the Summoner. So much running around. Okay, let's just get it done. So we'll do the summoner first. Okay. Let's... Ooh, how do I get out of here? Oh, I remember where we are now. Okay, just go up this way, I guess. Actually, I'm a little lost. Okay. Here we go. I got my chicken horse. I got my chocobo. I'm looking forward to breeding chocobos later. I want to create a fast one. And I also want to change its plumage. I want to change its color. I saw a blue one that looked really cool. I liked it a lot. But black sounds cool. Red sounds good. So I'm thinking red would be cool. I would like blue as well, but I don't know if you can mix colors or if it pretty much just turns out one solid color. Like if you could get red wings with the blue body. I'm not entirely sure if that's possible, but my instinct says it's just one color. That being said, the one I did see had white wings. White feathers in the wings, and the rest of it was blue. Which was so cool looking. I already unlocked that. That's... I already did that, yeah. Alright, let's keep going. We're gonna get down here to get little Alamigo. Braving new depths. I should unlock the sunken Temple of Karn while I'm here. I am high enough level to do it. I'm level 39. I think the cutoff is level 35, so let's go ahead and unlock that so we can queue for that. Well, no, I don't really want to queue for that, right? Because then I won't be able to do my quests while I'm in queue. Alright, well, at least we'll have it. And then, yeah, we'll go attune and then head south. I'm just kind of seeing this quest. Ooh, while we're here. Look, our chocobo's fighting with us. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I find it really cool. Too bad you can't see much of it. Oh, it's dead already. There I was trying to cast something else. It died super fast. Get him, Chocobo. So I did find out having Ruin 2 on my bar is useful because I can, on that last cast, because I do, here's my rotation, Miasma into Bio, right? So I tie this into this, so I get 2 spells for 1 GCD. I'll explain that more in a second. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent. Okay, so it's there. Level 35. Excellent. Looks like I may have skipped a couple. I should have more. Okay. So, the rotation is all about tying multiple spells into each other to use as little, or to be restricted by the global cooldown as much as possible. Did I need to kill more, or did I already fulfill the hunting log? I'm not even sure. Where? Sandstone Golem. Looks like we got it. Okay. I'm not really paying much attention to the hunting log, if I'm honest. Maybe I should be, to avoid wasting time, but I'm mainly just, well, going the wrong way already, guys. Doesn't take much to get distracted. There's so much to do. But I would so regret not unlocking this, because I'm pretty sure I have to come back here later for part of the main story quest. So while I'm here, might as well get that fast travel. Save me a lot of time later. You only want to have to do the full run once, anywhere you go. Just makes the most sense. Okay. And now I go south. Yay, now it does not say not attuned. So, working around the GCD, not being restricted by the global cooldown as much. That's the whole goal of the rotation. I think the fastest way... Oh, I can just jump down. Okay, I expected to have to go around. So I tie... Oh, where is it? Bio into Miasma. Start with Miasma, because it's the hard cast. End up with Bio, which is instant. Right? So the only way to tie the two spells together is for the second spell to be an instant cast. And which... If I cast the instant cast first, then I'd have a full global cooldown to wait before I could cast Miasma. But because I tied the instant cast onto the end of the Miasma, I only have to wait for one global cooldown. So it really helps with damage. Really helps a lot. Actually helps with almost everything in the game. It's just really smart to do that. I think we go this way. But it might be blocked off. I can't remember. Yeah, let's just go around. If I remember right, there's like a cliff. So we need to go around, I think. Let's see if I can get by this guy. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, man. What did I do wrong, guys? I feel like I did something wrong. Can I just... Yes! Okay, good. That's cool. Alright, cool. So I can go around. Anyways, as I was saying, I think I was saying something else. I get distracted so easily. Oh, yeah. So then next is to do this, Energy Drain, which is off the global cooldown, right? So it's not restricted by global cooldown. So I can do 3 casts to start off the whole rotation. I start off with a Miasma, then a Bio, and then an Energy Drain. Then I go right into Ruin, right? Ruin has a global cooldown, and Fester has a global cooldown. But Fester is an instant cast and Ruin is not. Ruin is a 2.5 second cast. So I do Ruin, followed immediately by a Fester, and then by a Ruin 2. The Ruin 2 is instant cast. Actually, can I do that? Yeah, I think actually Fester is off the global cooldown. Actually, sorry, I misspoke. So Fester and Energy Drain are both off the global cooldown. They're like our biggest nukes. These two abilities are the strongest abilities we've got. Okay, so we're going down here for the Summoner quest. We have to come back here later for the main story quest anyway, but I just want to be leveling as a Summoner and as a Scholar. It's just so much cooler to have access to those abilities rather than be restricted into... See, I'm level 39. I'm 9 levels past the cap for Arcanist. So I'm not getting any new cool abilities. I'm supposed to be at level 30, be a Summoner or a Scholar at this point. So it just feels very restrictive, and it doesn't feel good. So while I wish I could just do the story quests, and it wouldn't matter about my level, the truth is I need to unlock these main classes before continuing. It's just the way it works out. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's start the ritual. The summoners of old would perform these rites in a land in which the naturally dominant element matched the aspect of the avatar. Okay, so desert equals Ifrit? I'm guessing she's trying to tell me. Yeah, element of fire is especially strong here in the Sagoli Desert. Sagoli with 2 eyes at the end. Interesting. Okay, accept this gem. Alright, so here gets the Summoner Soul Gem. Alright. Let's do it. Level 34. Maximum cutoff. So I'm 5 levels above the maximum cutoff. Oh, it's nighttime all of a sudden. Or it turned night and I didn't notice, I guess. Either way, the stars are really pretty. I like that background. Yes! Yes! Super cool. Alright, I'm going to summon mine, and then we're going to do the rotation. Miasma into Bio, into Energy Drain, Ruin 1, into Fester, and then Ruin again into the Ruin 2. Actually, I can't because Ruin 2 is... I misspoke. Ruin 2 is too high level. So now then the rotation becomes super simple. I'm just, at this point... Okay. I missed something there. She told me something. I think I have to kill these sprites. I can't use Ruin 2 as part of my rotation, is what I meant to say, because it's too high level for what I'm doing. Alright, so I gotta use up... Oh, Crimson Nails, you bet. How many ruins does it take to kill one of these things? Too many, probably. So I'm gonna use a Fester on this last one. Okay. Hurry up and get it. Next. Now it's vulnerable. Okay, so I misspoke earlier. It's supposed to be Miasma Bio, Energy Drain, and then Fester right after. So it's 4 spells all in a row to start off the rotation. Most of my damage is actually burst damage. After the first 3 or 4 seconds, my damage drops off. Because you can Fester right after an Energy Drain, because Energy Drain is off the global cooldown. But so 4 spells, and then after that I do a Ruin followed by a Fester. So within about 3 seconds, most of my damage comes out. Alright, so I beat it and now it's submitted to my will. Just like that, huh? Let's see. Did it, though? Let's see. I should have a summon 3. There's a summon 2. I don't see... Ooh, wait. There's an Eggy Assault 2. This is Eggy Assault 1. I get 2 Eggy Assaults now. Now I gotta add to my bar. I'll take this off. This is just mana regen. I'll put this next to my potions. I feel like I need to move some of this stuff around. It's getting a little cluttered. A lot cluttered. Okay, so I'll put my class thing over there. I'll move some of these potions down that are less essential. Okay. There. Now, I need Eggy Assault. What was here before? Oh, it was the MP region. Okay, so now I have Eggy Assault, and this, actually, I'm going to move up there. So I have room for more spells. I guess I can keep it down there for now. Once I get Summon 3, I'll just be replacing it. But alright, so now I have 2 Eggy Assaults. This one is AoE. Earth damage with a potency of 200 to all enemies. 2 charges. This one is the barrier. 2 charges. So I'm guessing these share charges. I have to choose between Eggy Assault 1, which is the barrier, and Eggy Assault 2, which is the AoE earth damage. Okay. Level 40 is when that unlocks, by the way. And I'm not level 40 yet. Halfway to level 40, but I should be hitting level 40 soon. Probably when I turn this quest in. Or at least when I become a scholar. Okay, so that just got added as part of the rotation, which is pretty important. Where am I supposed to go now? Gridania? I don't feel like well, I have to teleport no matter what I do, right? So might as well teleport to Gridania. If I'm teleporting and running no matter what, then let's just finish this quest first. And get our summon. So, I mean, sorry I go so in depth, right, on the rotation and the spells and optimal, I guess damage, but that's part of the fun for me. A lot of the fun in MMOs comes from the different classes and their requirements, the different builds, and just figuring that out and being the best at it. Like, that to me is most of the appeal. From a person who played WoW for a long time, I got so much enjoyment out of fine-tuning the build to get the most DPS possible. That was like the whole goal. So I'm kind of carrying that over a little bit. It's not as prevalent yet because I'm still in the early game and I'm still unlocking most of the abilities that I'm going to end up using. But in Summoner, as far as I remember from doing a little bit of research, its rotation is fairly complex. Summoner has more of a kind of advanced rotation than some of the other classes, which have an easier rotation. Like Samurai, for instance, is one of the easiest damage rotations in the game. But it's also one of the strongest characters in the game. So okay, so next I have to destroy the Titan. I guess when I destroy the Titan, I unlock the next summon. Okay. Cool. So I completed that quest. The next one unlocks at level 35, which I'm already there for, so Summoner unlocked. Yes. Yes. Excellent. And I can now summon Ifrit. So exciting. Okay. I have to be a summoner to accept this next quest. Let's... Hold on. I can't remember how to get there. What is it? Is it H? No. Can't remember what I pressed. B is for my bags. I is for my character inventory. Now, how do I... Control I? Is that what I did? Okay. Just can't remember how I set it up. Here it is, right down here. Soul crystals. Equip. Yes. Excellent, guys. This is it. No. You're kidding me. That's so dumb. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's unequip it. Oh my gosh. I have to reset up all my bars? Are you kidding me? Watch. Oh man. What a bummer. Okay. I don't need the play guide anymore for anything. Eggy Assault 1, I believe. Yeah, this is... So this goes here on my 4. Oh man, I gotta redo all this. Suckfest. Okay, so Ruin goes on my E, which is the 5, I believe, because Q is Bio. Where's Bio? Okay, and then Miasma is my F key. Here, Physic goes on my 3 key. Summonings go up there. Fester is my 1 key. This goes up here. Alright, Swift Cats is on my G key, which is right here, I believe. So it goes Q, E, F, G. Okay. Resurrection's over here somewhere, I believe. Yeah, and it shares with... Hold on. Where are they? This. Vesper Bay tickets. Okay, so here's my summon 3. That's nice. So this is Z, where my summon ability goes. This goes up here. Bane goes on my C key. Ruin 2 goes on my V. And that's it for now. No new abilities, even as a summoner. Doesn't look like it. So it looks like even as a summoner I don't get new abilities yet, just the new summon. Let me verify that real quick. Okay. Unequip. There's Eggy Assault 2. I guess that's what I'm missing because I'm not level 40 yet, so it's not popping up on the bar. Okay. So to find that, I go to Actions and Traits, Eggy Assault 2. There we go. Can't use it yet, I'm not high enough level, but I will be. Okay. So, I mean, let's just go ahead and summon it. Boom. There it is, there's the Ifrit. Let's get a good look at that. That is so cool, guys. Look at that thing. Tiny little face with like the long chin and the eyes and the horns, the little tiny wings, big claws. I like it. Totally worth. I kind of missed the carbuncle. The carbuncle was super cute, but this definitely makes me feel more strong as a DPS character. So, looks like it does more damage. Okay. So this is it. What else am I missing on my bars? Oh, this is gonna get so frustrating. I'm missing limit break. I'm missing all my potions. I'm missing my foods that I need to eat. Okay. Limit break, potions, and food. I'm not gonna worry about the potions. I don't really care. Right now, anyways. Fine, whatever. Let's just put them on there anyways. Okay. So high potion and potion. And my food. And ether. I want ether next to lucid dreaming because they both restore mana. So it goes mana and then HP. Just so I don't get confused. And then herring pie of both kinds. And that's that bar complete. And then the rest of these, which is antidote, eye drops. Ooh, edit my appearance? Guys! When Endwalker comes out, I think I'm going to edit my appearance to become a male Vera. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. Skill speed. This is for my rogue. Okay, so I'm not worried about this as a summoner. Alright, weak silencing potion. I actually don't care about that. I kind of want to just sell it. It's useless beyond level 20, so... it's kind of useless to me right now. This is the end of all that. I believe that is done. Let's go to stances, blah. Alright, so I just need... what? What do I need? No. Limit break. Okay. So I'm not sure what my limit break does. I figure caster just does an area of effect attack. Okay, so I get an area of effect attack for my limit break. If I'm a scholar, I get HP restoration and raise at level 3. Area of effect raise. Okay. Cool. I've seen that one in action recently. I watched Asmongold's fight against Ifrit extreme mode, where the Dark Knight kept the healer alive and the healer used a limit break and rezzed everybody so they could finish the fight. Super clutch moment. Good content. Really satisfying to watch. So that'll be my limit break as a scholar. Okay. Sorry if this is boring for everybody, but I mean, this is kind of part of the game, right? If you play the game, you're going to have to do all this stuff, so... if you're watching to see what it's like to play Final Fantasy XIV, this is going to give you a good idea of what it's like to play Final Fantasy XIV. Unfortunately. Alright, so let's do recommended gear. Anything change? Yeah, we just got the Dawn wrist guards. That's it. Okay. And then update. Yep, sure. Oh, so now we're summoner. Yeah. Okay, so that's been updated. Excellent. That's it. I believe I'll call that finished. Why can't I pick this up yet? Oh, okay, so I can't do this quest until after I defeat Titan. And it basically just unlocks the Earth Eggy for me, because right now I have the Fire Eggy. The Earth Eggy is my tank, but I don't think I'll ever use it. From what I recall, everyone just uses the Fire Eggy and just rolls with that because it does the most damage and it's just the best for the rotation, blah blah blah. So the only summon the summoners ever use is Ifrit, if I recall correctly. Hello, DP. You don't have any armor on. What level are you? Level 1? Huh. Let's do this quest then. I think I can only do this quest as an Arcanist. So actually... Oops, not that. Not that. What are we doing? I'm unequipping that to be an Arcanist again. And then I'm doing recommended gear. Okay, that's it. So let's just go do this. Let's unlock Scholar. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Costa del Sol, and then I go north. That might, well, that's a dotted line, so I think that's actually a boat, a ferry. Summerford Farms. I do Swift Perch, and I can just go like that. You see, does this get over? Yeah, okay. Let's just do that. Let's go Swift Perch, and then go west, north, and then down. I like that you can zoom out like that and plot your movement. And that those icons on the map are still there. That's super helpful. Okay. So let's see if I can finally finish this talk about my current rotation as an Arcanist, which is going to change slightly, I guess, when I unlock new spells as a Summoner, but I don't know when that's going to happen. So for now, it's Miasma into Bio, into Energy Drain, into Fester, and then Ruin into Fester, and then just Ruin spam. But if I'm over level 38, I believe I can use Ruin 2. So then it's Ruin spam, alternating with keeping the buffs up, and then using Energy Drain and Fester whenever they're off cooldown. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. Yeah. So, Ruin spam, keeping the buffs up, and then redoing that. So it's a super easy rotation. It's just the first 3 seconds of casting is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 spells within the first 3 seconds. So after that, it's pretty easy, but. And that's not including swift cast if I want to swift cast something, which in parties or groups, for the most part, I think it would be smart to keep swift cast if I need to do a quick res. So swift cast would be smart to keep for a res. It doesn't really enhance my damage that much, to be honest. You only really use swift cast to get around the global cooldown, and it's difficult to use it correctly to get around global cooldown. I haven't quite figured out the perfect way to do that yet. So for now, I don't really use Swiftcast, unfortunately. But I have it on the bar in case I need to do a quick resurrection. I think I should go back and pick up Treasures and Tribulations. I think that unlocks something. Blue quests always unlock something. They're usually very important, so. And I can just ignore it and not have to do it right away. I can just pick it up and see what it does and see if I even care about it. So let's do that. What does this give me? Prospect of Decipher? What? Okay, so I unlock treasure hunting? Like, go find the treasure buried in the ground treasure hunting? Interesting. Right next to each other. Wouldn't hurt me just to talk to him. So once you, as a summoner, unlock Bahamut, Bahamut is where the rotation gets a little more complicated. And you're basically at that point trying to juggle buffs as efficiently as possible to get the most damage out of your buffs. Because when you use certain abilities, they enhance certain other abilities and they give you increased stats or whatever. So there's like little windows of time where you do more damage, and you want to use your most powerful abilities in that time frame. So it's just keeping track of your buff rotation and using the appropriate spells during that time, basically. Alright, so we're going to fight the pirates and get her tablets back, and then she's going to teach me how to be a scholar. Alright, summon. We'll do this. Thankfully I have Bane, so that makes it super easy. I can just spread the dots. Oh, I don't want to get hit by that. Okay. And that's it. I already used both of my festers. Both of my charges for fester are gone. So the rotation is super simple. Okay. I thought he was stronger than that. I didn't even need to dot him. I guess we just go up here and keep fighting. Oh good, that attracts everybody. Okay, so here come the debuffs. My energy drain's back up so I can get more festers. Oh, he needs to be poisoned. Oh, wow. He took a lot of damage. That Marauder's doing serious damage. Okay. Energy drain is almost back up. So I can do my normal burst. Okay, so already debuffed on this guy, so I can just fester. By the way, you want to have both of your debuffs, your dots, up on the enemy before you fester, because it does a lot more damage if that's the case. So I'm keeping an eye on my dots right here to make sure that they're up. So I'm actually going to refresh. Well, I don't need to refresh them. He's almost dead. But if he was going to live long enough, then that's what I would be doing. Alright, let's find the tablets. There they are. Hi, sassy lady. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. A treatise on Nemean military tactics. Awesome. It's exactly what I needed to become a scholar, I guess. Ooh. All right. Very cute. My own personal Tinkerbell, guys. What should I name her? Akazolka. She's already got a name. Okay, Akazolka. Hello there. Yes. Scholars, familiars, fairies? The sunlight of Eos doth soothe and shield. The moonlight of Selene doth silence and strengthen. Huh. And she even changes. She changes outfits. Draco. I feel some sort of connection with this fairy. She keeps on changing outfits on a whim. And disappearing. Very whimsical. Okay, let's talk. Let's finish. Give me my fairy. Right. So, interesting that a marauder and a random tablet, where she's trying to learn military tactics from this ancient civilization, uncovered a fairy for me to become a healer. Interesting storyline. As far as class quests go, it's very... hold on one second. I gotta tell Alexa to shut up. Okay, now you won't be hearing movement detected at the front door. We have a... can't remember what it's called, one of those cameras where you can ring the doorbell, but it also captures movement and automatically records. Can't remember what it's called at the moment, but yeah, we have one of those, and it's tied to our Alexa. Alright, so that was very distracting for me. Let's go here. Camp Bronze Lake? I guess I have to go and explore a little more. Okay. Treasures and Tribulations. This is for that treasure hunting quest. I don't really care about it that much, but it is right next to Camp Bronze Lake, which I need to attune to anyways, so might as well just go and attune. Just get it over with. Yeah, because I go back to the Marauders Guild next, which I can just use return for. So, while we're running around, let's just appreciate the scenery. What in the world is that? Isn't it cool, though? Yes, it does remind me of Final Fantasy 15. If you haven't played that, then that'll remind you of Final Fantasy 15 as well. That was my least favorite part of Final Fantasy 15, by the way. That whole scenario where you get caught, you have to fight the big god, you have to evade capture, right? There's this whole sequence where the fight is you just pressing buttons at the right time. It was not a very satisfying part of the game for me. It was probably my least favorite part of the entire Final Fantasy 15 game. Is that whole section. Alright, Mr. Treasure Hunter. He's definitely drunk. Okay, open the casket and deal with any fight, anything that shows up. Sure, you bet. Oh, I'm still an Arcanist? I haven't fully unlocked Scholar yet. Can I just switch to gear set list? Yeah, Summoner. Right? I just do this. But I put it over here. Okay. There. Summon Ifrit. Alright, so now I'm ready for this fight. Probably overkill. Not like I really need to be a summoner to beat this fight, but I've got it. Why not use it? Okay. Whoa. Let's dot. I can cast Bane. So we do Energy Drain Fester, followed by a Ruin, into another Ruin, and a Fester. Ooh. I just cast Eggy 1 and it did like a cyclone of some sort. My Ifrit did. That was super cool. Well, not a cyclone, but like a... Yeah, it was cool anyways, whatever it was. Alright, so let's do it again. Watch. It's not going to show you, I guess. Well, Energy Drain is up, so I can do my rotation. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so it's already dotted, so I can use my last Fester. Here we go. Get him, Ifrit. There it was. Oh, it's just a charge. It just, like, runs into it. That's all it was. I thought it was way cooler than that. Oh, well. Well, let's get whatever's in this casket. Okay. Tattered coin purse and a broken bottle. Total letdown on that. This is a blue quest, really? What am I unlocking here? What's this? It's a trap. That's what it was. I'm reading, by the way. You may have opened the casket, but 'twas old wine that did the dirty work. Why, that's it? Give me everything? Well, it looks like we've got no choice. We've got to go out and search for bigger and better treasures. It would amuse me greatly to read this entire thing to you guys, because this is just really funny. But no, that would be super cringe and annoying for most people, so I think I'll restrain myself. It amused me a lot, though, that little bit. It was very, very funny. I just hear the voice in my head, and it's hilarious. Okay. Alright, so we're done with that. I learned how to dig for treasure. That may come in handy at some time in the future. I don't know. Let's teleport back to Limsa Lominsa and finish becoming a scholar. And it looks like I have another viewer in chat right now. Hello? Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? Let's go to the Marauders Guild. Alright, so as soon as we finish becoming a scholar, we might be able to do the level 35 scholar quest. Because I don't know if there's going to be any restrictions for that like there is for the summoner, where I have to defeat Titan. So we might just do that one, but then we'll get right to work on the main story quest, now that we've unlocked all of these advanced classes. Okay, so I'm a summoner, I need to be an alchemist. How do I switch back? Is it here? No, it's not glamour plate. Gear set lists. Summoner's the only one there now, so I just have to unequip, I think, to be a arcanist. Thankfully, I only have to do it this one last time. Last time I have to be an arcanist. Yes. Okay. So I get Soul of the Scholar. I have to set up all my bars. Add Loquium, and I get a heal. Okay, so I'm not going to subject you guys to that. I'm not going to really be playing as Scholar all that often. So I'm going to put off this next Scholar quest for a little bit. I think I'll accept it for now, but then I'll put it off until later. I do love the little fairy, though, that you get. That was really cool. Okay. So... oh, hold on. Let's equip the Soul of the Scholar. Now I can accept it. Okay, so we have to go after another tablet to teach this guy, this girl, how to be a better marauder, which makes total sense, right? Total sense. Also going to unlock maybe a new fairy or just a new spell for me. So we'll do that at a later time. Let's do the main story quest in Alaport. Let's go ahead and head over there. Explore the floating city of Nim. Ah! Super cool. Nim. Oh, that reminds me of that cartoon. What was it called? I can't remember what it was called right now. I don't think it was called just Nim. It was something Nim. Super, like, creepy cartoon. It's an older cartoon. I'm not sure if it was Disney or not. Something of Nim. I can't remember right now. And it was spelled differently. It wasn't N-Y-M like that. I think it was N-I-M-H. But anyways. Yeah, reminds me of old cartoon. Really creepy old cartoon. So I am still a scholar, but I'm here to start the main story quest. So, and I will set up all my bars. As you can see, it reverted. So I have to set up all these bars again, like I just did for Summoner, but I have to do it for Scholar. And then I have to figure out the healing rotation, because from what I could figure out, the Scholar healing rotation is a bit complicated because you shield more than you heal. So it's all about knowing the fights and identifying when a tank is going to take damage and preventing it. So it's a bit of a complicated healing class. But I'm not going to worry about that now. I will set that up later. So let's just... recommended gear. We're already wearing the best gear. Let's update the gear list. Am I still Summoner? No, I'm Scholar right now. No, I don't want to be Summoner. That's confusing. Okay, not sure why it's doing this. There we go. Did it create a new one? No, it just... That's weird. Okay, so... Don't know about that one, guys. This might take some finagling to be able to get Scholar and Summoner separately up here. I don't know why it's doing that. That's why. That's exactly why. Okay. Okay, so let's go there, right? So we're on this one now. Let's equip this. Thank goodness I didn't lose all my bars. And now update again. There we go. Okay, now we've got Rogue, Summoner, and Scholar. So I still have to fix these bars. But when I'm on the Scholar, the Summoner is here and so is the Rogue. Okay, so let's go to Summoner. And let's put Scholar down here. Okay, so I don't need Summoner on the same bar when I'm already a Summoner. So Rogue and Scholar, and then Rogue, Summoner. We don't need Rogue when you are a Rogue, right? So Summoner and Scholar. So it switches based on... No, it doesn't. It doesn't switch. I stand corrected. It's because this bar doesn't change. Just these ones do. These are the main bars. This is like an extra bar I added in the UI. So this bar stays the same. So I guess that's fine. So I can take, you know, the classes off the main bars and not really have to worry about it. Okay. It is what it is. Recommended gear, sure. Update. So, that being said, I kind of want to continue the main story quest as a rogue. But I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just be a summoner and move on. We're not going to have access to a lot of our cool stuff that we had as a summoner, but because we're doing such low-level stuff, let's just get started on the main story quest. Okay. So we need to go here. Yeah. We're running. Well, riding. Not running anymore, thank goodness. Is it possible to increase the speed of your chocobo by breeding? Secret Life of Nim. Thank you, Sassy Lady. I just saw your text. You're right. Secret Life of Nim. Super creepy old cartoon. But is it spelled N-I-M, or is there an H in there somewhere? Might just be Nim, huh? At least there's no Y, so there is a different spelling from this quest, right? The floating city of Nim. But very similar. From a storytelling perspective, as a writer, The Secret Life of Nim is captivating and you remember it forever. If you watch that cartoon, you will never forget it. It is something else. But that being said, from a writer's perspective, I think that's accomplished because it starts off and it really grips you with the danger that the character is in. Like, the main character is running for her life, right? And she comes under attack, and just like the intensity of the panic and like how close she comes to dying, it just grabs you right away. I'll just get a silver piece. I don't feel like we need that upgrade. Okay. Trait acquired. Maim and mend. What's that all about? I just hit level 40, guys. I did it. I did it. I did it. I hit level 40. So now I can use Eggy Assault 2 if I'm fighting something and it doesn't restrict my level. When I have Ifrit summoned, it does Flaming Crush. This is Eggy Assault 1. It does Crimson Cyclone if Eggy is summoned. So, or if Ifrit is summoned. So now that I have Ifrit, Crimson Cyclone is a fire damage, looks like single target, with the potency of 250, whereas Flaming Crush is AoE damage for a potency of 250 for the first enemy and 50% for all the remaining enemies. Basically the same, it's 250 potency. The only difference is this does AoE damage at 50% and this one is only single target. So given that they probably share cooldowns and charges, it might be safe to just take Eggy Assault 1 off my bar completely and stick to Eggy Assault 2. But I'd like to see the animation for both of them and just figure it out myself. So we'll see. Yeah, it was super creepy, sassy lady. So you've seen that cartoon, huh? It really sticks with you. So learning how to write books and stories and novels and narratives and stuff, like, you think about everything you see and everything you have seen in terms of what made it grip me so hard. You're always asking yourself, what about this captured my attention so much, and why can I remember it so well? Like, I want to do that with the books I write. I want to craft stories that really stick with people forever, you know? And so whenever that happens, you're asking yourself, how did they do it? How can I do it too? So from The Secret Life of Nim, I think that was accomplished because of the action and the dire circumstances that the character finds himself in right away. I think that's how that's done. It immediately grabs your attention because the main character is in so much danger. Like, they don't wait to hop into that. They immediately put the main character in a ton of danger. And that really grabs your attention. Alright, let's watch Eggy Assault 1. Yeah, it's a charge. So Eggy Assault 1 is Crimson Cyclone. I don't know why it's called Cyclone. All he does is ram his face into him. And it's got one charge. Eggy Assault 2 has 2 charges. I take it back. I have to keep them both on my bar. Eggy Assault 1 and Eggy Assault 2 have separate charges. Okay, so now my rotation just got a little bit more complicated. Alright. Shouldn't have attacked this one. My hunt is already complete. Okay. Alright, let's watch this one. What does it do? Oh wow. Like a glowing ball of fire around it. Huh, okay. Not as flashy as I hoped it would be, but I think the summoner gets flashier stuff when it gets Bahamut. So looking forward to that. Let's jump down here and go to this next area. I don't think we have to jump, but I couldn't find a better way down, so we're just going to jump. Never mind. I take it back. We found it. It's right here. Okay, so we have to slay Coral Pups and get the whiskers. We'll do an instant cast to grab you. Instant cast to grab you. Instant cast to grab you. Those are Master Corals. And there's a pup right over here. Instant cast to grab you. Alright, so then we do this, and then we do Bane to spread the dot. So I can just use Fester and kill everything off. I'm trying to do AoE, but my Ifrit Eggy is nowhere to be found. There we go, there's a little bit of AoE. Okay, let's heal. Even as a summoner, I still have a heal. Ultimate soloing class. Okay, so that was it. Now we go back to our quest giver. Aw. Okay, so looks like we dropped that viewer. So I would say that the story in this game does not do a good job of putting you into danger right away, and it doesn't sell you on the dire circumstances. This story in this game is more about mystery and discovery than it is about intensity. At least so far in A Realm Reborn, and the way it starts off. In A Realm Reborn, you start off with your character going on an adventure of some sort. You find out that you're a warrior of light, not right away, but like you meet the crystal, right? And there's a sense of mystery because they don't explain everything. They give you highlights of foreshadowing, right? And they're like, Okay, I was just checking the text to see if there was anything important, but it's really not. These are all filler quests as we're going towards the main stuff. Where do we gotta go? Down here. Let's just teleport to Quarry Mill and move over. So you start out and there's this sense of discovery and mystery because they're withholding interesting facts from you. Like they reveal the bad guy sort of, right? The main guy that you keep running into. And so you keep seeing him repeatedly and you're like, who is this person? How is he everywhere? Why do I keep running into him? And so you have a lot of questions and there's this sense of mystery, but there's really no intensity, honestly. So Final Fantasy's story so far has been very mysterious and fantastical. And by that I mean there's a lot of fantasy involved. And for people who love fantasy and who, I guess, the lighthearted, funny slash very surface level story, it will capture your attention, but I think honestly, everyone who plays this story isn't going to be totally captured by it. They're going to be trying mainly to just progress through the game. And the story will be, I didn't mean to do that, will be filler, if that makes sense, if that's a word that people understand. Not really super critical and not intensely grabbing your attention, that kind of thing. So if I had to criticize, or if I had to give an honest review of A Realm Reborn so far in the early game, it would just be the class quests are more enjoyable than the main quest. The rogue class quest in particular has been amazingly fun. The writing has been phenomenal. I do love the writing. The writing is excellent. It's very unique. They've got a lot of talented writers, and they spent a lot of time, I think, in quality assurance, making sure that the writing was top notch. I feel like a lot of work was put into the writing. And it's all given to you in bite-sized chunks, right? You're not reading too much. Okay, so I don't really need any of this. As you can see, really nothing is an upgrade for me. This might be an upgrade, kinda. But not much of one. I'm not gonna worry about it. We'll just get that. When I'm leveling alts, I'll be going through dungeons and getting upgrades, so I'm not really worried about gear for alts. In the past, I might have gotten stuff like, since I don't have an upgrade here, I would get something else that would be an upgrade for a different class. But it's just, if you're leveling in dungeons, you're gonna not have any problems with gear. So by leveling my alts in dungeons, I don't think I'm gonna need to pick different options here. I can just pick this and get some Jill, whatever. See, that's not an upgrade for me. So I'm gonna get the silver piece. Well, I can't yet. I forgot. I'm not completing a mission. I'm accepting one. Okay. So investigate the specified areas. I do love the attention to detail and how easy they try to make the questing in Final Fantasy and how they try to guide you. I haven't really run into a problem where I had difficulty finding the objective for the quest. Right? It's like this. It's like clearly outlined on the map. You can just follow these little arrows, like this main quest icon with the swirly bits around it. It's so easy to follow. So I haven't really run into a problem completing the main story quest. Whereas in World of Warcraft, a lot of the time, at least in the older game and in some of the older expansions, you can have a lot of trouble figuring out where to go for quests. It's just, they tell you something about the story and the writing is good, but as far as actually executing the quest, it's difficult sometimes. Knowing where to go and what to accomplish, and you end up having to look stuff up all the time. Like, where am I supposed to go to do this? Or where can I find this? But as far as the main story quest in Final Fantasy, it's well executed. Well done. And I haven't really had problems completing it at all. And that says a lot. I can actually get through the content quickly. In WoW, you'll run into roadblocks where you can't complete content quickly. Or at least if you're playing the older content. Especially Classic WoW. If you're playing Classic WoW, yeah, you're going to run into that quite a bit. The later expansions in WoW, they worked on that quite a bit, and it's more directed. But that being said, Final Fantasy, I think, wins when it comes to the comparison between the two. And who executes the quests better. Definitely Final Fantasy. That also being said, I'm not really sold on the intensity of the emotions in the story. I'm just not buying it. I'm not invested in the story. Not really that much. There are moments when it's good, but for the most part, it's not engaging. It's cool, and it's, like I said, very fantastical. There's a lot of fantasy, and if you love fantasy, you might be intrigued by it, but I don't think it'll grab you, if you know what I mean. So, it's just a shame, and I think a lot of it has to do with just how difficult it is to actually make a fantasy game like this interesting and fun and grab you, while also at the same time dragging out the progression enough to make the progression meaningful. If the story's just handed to you on a plate and you don't have to earn it, why aren't you just watching a movie? You know, why are you playing a game? Why are you bothering to interact with the story? If all you want is a fast story, is a quick story where everything's hand-fed to you, then just watch a movie. The whole point of playing an MMO and experiencing the story is to interact with the story and to feel like you have an impact on the story, to feel like you're a character in the story. Right? So they have to withhold progression, and they have to drag the story out enough to where you feel like you're interacting with the characters. Otherwise, there's no point in just playing the game, and you'd rather just watch a movie. But the problem with that and dragging it out, which they have to, right? So there's this dilemma. Oh, I just saw your text, Sassy. You said that when you were younger, The Secret Life of Nim gave you nightmares? Ouch. I can see that. The last boss in the movie, so to speak, the big rat, is pretty scary. I think if I had to compare the big bad dude in the end of Secret Life of Nim with another scary villain cartoon, I would have to say the big rat in Sherlock Holmes. Not really Sherlock Holmes. There's a cartoon movie about rats. Again, same kind of theme, mice and rats. And he's like a Sherlock Holmes character. Ratigan is the name of the villain. I can't remember the name of the good guy. Dazzle, right? Or Basil. Yeah, Detective Basil. Anyways, the fight between him and Ratigan in the clock tower was super creepy. Ratigan was a really scary villain, especially in that last fight scene in the clock tower. I think I had a nightmare or two about that when I saw that as a little kid. Also, okay, since we're on the topic of old creepy cartoons, All Dogs Go to Heaven. Really, All Dogs Go to Heaven is one of the creepiest movies, along with American Tail. American Tail with Fievel, the first one, super creepy. I don't know what happened, but I feel like movies aren't as creepy as they used to be, and that's probably a good thing. But yeah, Secret Life of Nim was creepy. American Tail, super creepy. All Dogs Go to Heaven, maybe the creepiest of them all. Anyways, yeah, old creepy cartoons that are supposed to be for kids but gave us nightmares. Ironic. Let's go inspect this section over here. So what I wish, I guess if I could say what I wish was taking place in the Final Fantasy story that would make it better for me and more engaging for me. Bigger scales, bigger fights, more intensity and more demand, more challenge, and also characters actually suffering. So I'm not sold on there being suffering. Like, you see this big cutscene and you hear them alluding to the calamity, right? When Bahamut destroys so many people in Countryside. But from a storytelling perspective, even in that cutscene, you see Bahamut and you see the massive destruction he can do. And it's a very cool cutscene. I love the cutscene. But you don't really see people suffering. Like, for comparison, the newest movies for, goodness. Yeah, Great Mouse Detective. Thank you, Sassy. It's the movie The Great Mouse Detective. the believe it or not Radigan in the at the end in the clock tower, that scene gave me nightmares as a kid. So the newest movie's about, oh goodness, starts with a G. Big bad monster. Started in Japan, I think, actually, for the story for this. What am I looking for? What am I supposed to be trying to find? Oh, here he is. Yes, level 27. Can I even still be a summoner in this? Or does it automatically revert me back to being an Arcanist? I guess we're going to find out. Well, there's no voiceover, so I'm not too worried about skipping. Okay, so this guy is a traitor. We just uncovered a traitor. And he's like super evil, I guess. Although I'm not really convinced. Alright. Surprise, surprise. He brought in his traitor buddy friends. And I'm gonna have to fight some Empire stooges. I'm not scared. Do I look scared? I'm not scared. Oh, good. So the Whalers are here to help me. Interesting name, right? Okay, so actually I can't summon Ifrit, so I have to summon one of my older summons. But I didn't have to switch, so that's nice. It let me keep my bars and all that. Alright, so I actually don't have Bane yet. Bane is level 30, I believe, when I get that, so it's unfortunate that I don't have that. It'll make this whole fight a lot easier. Yeah, Godzilla. You're right. So, in the more recent Godzilla movies, Sassy, I feel they did a really good job with scale. And not just scale to give you an impression of how big it actually is, but also, specifically, the suffering of the characters, right? It shows people losing their homes and civilians dying and the military fighting and losing. And it shows you, like, in multiple scenes, like, how devastating these fights are for everybody else. They show so many people dying in like the ruined city, and it's not just about Godzilla, right? It's about everyone who's suffering because of Godzilla. The focus is on the people sometimes, right? They try and do a good job of showing you how much everybody is suffering. So that, I feel, is something they don't do in this cutscene for Final Fantasy, where they show you Bahamut. They don't show you all the little people suffering, people running away from their homes and cities being destroyed. Not very well, at least. I wasn't struck by it like I was when I watched the new Godzilla movies, which they did a really good job in that. So, I was just using Godzilla and the new Godzilla movies where they show the suffering of all the little people, right? So it's not just focused on the monsters, but on the effect that the monsters are having on everybody. I thought that was really good storytelling. And I thought that invested you in the story, and it made Godzilla seem, and not just Godzilla, but whatever Godzilla was fighting. I can't remember what they're called. Those insect-looking things. It just made you feel like the fight was so much more intense, and it grabbed you because you felt the stakes, right? The stakes are super important. You have to feel like if this fight goes badly, everyone is going to suffer so much. And you're in the back of your brain, you're not just watching the fight between Godzilla and these insects. You're thinking about all the people who are going to suffer. Is the world going to end, right? What's going to end up happening if Godzilla doesn't win this fight? Because they established the stakes. They made it not just about Godzilla and the insect. It made it not just about the monsters, but about the little people too. So, good storytelling. And in Final Fantasy XIV, I'm not seeing... It's not like you want to see a whole lot of suffering, right? You don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. But you have to see the effects of the fight. If they're trying to sell you on this war and how important this war is, and they're trying to sell you on this big story and how bad these bad guys are and how important you are to defeating the bad guys, like, they need to show you how bad the bad guys are. You need to see the suffering. But they don't really show you the effects of the war. They don't really show you the effects very well of the fights. So you're lacking this moment of empathy. You're lacking this moment of understanding the stakes that are involved. It's just, they kind of miss the opportunity to draw you into the story by keeping it all very surface level and not drawing you into the suffering so much. So for instance, by showing you the effects of the calamity, they could take you to a village that's been devastated and where people are still recovering, right? And you could see homeless people, and you could see people waiting in line for a soup kitchen, or... Okay, so here might be an upgrade. Yeah, definitely an upgrade, I think. We'll take that. Alright, so I'm trying to gather information on the Sylph Elder with this quest. Finally progressed to more of the main... So I guess I was doing all of that to help this guy out, Buscarin. He's like, I'll give you the information you need, but you have to do all this random stuff for me first. And that's common... Sorry, excuse me. That's common in MMOs. In MMO stories, they want to drag it out, like I said, so that you feel like you're participating. But all that ends up happening is the main story that you want to take part in is halted while you gain the trust of whatever this character is, and you do random tasks for this character, stuff that's not really related to the main story, so that finally he's like, okay, I'll cooperate, and then you can continue the main story. Whereas they could have jumped straight to this. All that extra stuff served no purpose for revealing the story. I didn't learn really very much about the story at all. Now I'm progressing the main story, but all that stuff leading up to this was unnecessary. Could have jumped straight to this. And all of that stuff could have just been side quests. So they're trying to drag it out and draw it out to make progression feel more impact, or to make you feel the progression of the story and of the characters. But the way they do it is just boring. The way they force the story to be drawn out by making you do stupid little meaningless side quests. To me, it's not good storytelling. It's effective for character progression in an MMO, but it's not effective for good storytelling. And so a lot of people who play this game are probably going to get bogged down in the meaningless side quests, and they're just going to be skipping through the text like me, because they want to get to the stuff that means something. So now we're going to do the 1,000 Maws of Todorak and the Duty Finder. Here we go. And roll DPS. Yes, because I'm in Summoner, so it's automatic. But the level is 24, so I can't really use my full rotation. It's just going to be kind of like meh. And also, I don't even think I can use Ifrit. I think I'll be restricted to using Carbuncle. Almost rather just go as a Scholar and try to heal, but I'm not even sure I could do that because Scholar's at level 30, so I guess we just go as a Summoner. But once I get past level 30, I can start doing dungeons and having more fun as the Summoner and as a Scholar. I'm really looking forward to playing Scholar and doing dungeons and trying to heal, honestly. Which is not like me, because I hated playing healers in WoW. But in Final Fantasy XIV, I need a little bit more of a challenge. The DPS is just so easy so far. I'm not having any challenge at all. So playing as a healer seems like it would be more involved. I'd have to really pay attention to the tank's health and keep him alive, and it's just, I don't know, a lot more engaging, I think, than just DPSing mobs down with 3 or 4 spells. Need something to keep my attention, you know? Average wait, less than 5 minutes. For a DPS, yeah, we'll see. For a healer, I'd believe that. For a tank, like less than 30 seconds, but we'll see if it pops within 30 minutes, or within 5 minutes. So, if we're supposedly all still recovering from the calamity, which, you know, the story keeps on trying to be shoved down your throat with this calamity that, Warriors of Light, Scions of the Seventh Dawn, we're still fighting this war that nobody knows about, blah, 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 blah. You get hints of this story, which is kind of cool. But can I just dance? Would that be interesting to watch? Along with my carbuncle, my blue carbuncle. Cool, cute little guy, huh? Ooh, let's look at the fairy. Let's call the fairy up. Let's see what she looks like. I can always switch back. It's as easy as pushing a button right here. Alright, so where's my summon? Da, da, da. Here we go. Eos. Alright, guys, check her out. This is... hard to get a good look, honestly. This is Eos. There she is. Cool looking, huh? My own private little Tinkerbell. Eos. Very pretty. Okay, so now let's look at... where is she? Come on. Oh, down here. Celine. Okay. I'm not sure what the difference between them is, honestly. Not yet. I mean, I haven't really looked into the Scholar class enough yet to learn my rotation even, but based on this, there's no difference at all, actually. But still, if I had to pick one, I think I'd pick this one, Eos. Or Celine. Actually, this is Celine. Eos is the other one. Celine? Very cool. I like that. The purple and the yellow. Very interesting. Let's summon Eos back out. Oh, let's go over here. Summon Eos. Waiting for that to pop. We're at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Supposedly within the next couple of seconds we'll be able to join the dungeon. There's Eos again. Oh, no, no, Eos. What are you doing, girl? I want to be able to look at you. Stop it. Don't move. I don't know. Her hair's kind of funky in this one, and how it hangs down like that, and it's got these little bulbs at the end. Kind of weird, huh? It moves a little weird and kind of grows when she bobs in a weird way, like how it grows, the animation of it, how it grows, like right there. It's kind of weird looking. Alright. I just heard the sound. I need to pop back to... nope. Summoner. And then we go in. Alright. Let's do this. So we are in here to find the kidnapped, or at least the stuck, Sylph leader. I believe the Sylph leader came in here to try and fix the problem and sacrifice herself to fix the problem, but needs our help to make it back out alive. Not to mention, I don't think that she can solve the problem on her own. So, as expected, we cannot summon Ifrit, so we're stuck using Carbuncle. We also can't use Bane, so we have to dot enemies the old-fashioned way, one at a time. Looking forward to getting past level 30 dungeons where we don't have to do that anymore. But at least we get to fight with Carbuncle, who is super cute. I like Carbuncle. Oh, let's go ahead and pop a lemonade. We get the well-fed buff. It increases our spell speed, which is very important. Sorry about the user interface. Like, it seems a bit cluttered and hard to see things. I did the best I could to prevent that. But I think now I know what to do to prevent it even more. Okay, well. I think I'm going to switch out for my other Carbuncle, so that way I had some AoE damage. Right now I don't have any AoE damage at all. So, yeah, I think I'll do that. There we go. Switched out. So now I have my AoE downburst ability from Eggy 1. Eggy Assault 1. Okay, so the tank is a sprout like me. Looks like he may not know where he's going. This stuff is dying fast, right? So, as I was saying, because I kind of want to finish my thought, from a storytelling perspective, I think what would improve Final Fantasy's A Realm Reborn for new players, what would improve the story for new players, is increasing the challenge. For one, that would make progression feel more impactful, and the reason why is because when you get new spells and new abilities and you get new gear and you get those upgrades, you need to feel more powerful. So if you just fought, right, and you struggled a little bit but you managed to succeed, in the next fight when you've got the new spells and you can tell a definite difference, like, oh my goodness, that fight was so much easier now that I got that new spell, it was so cool, look how much damage I did. Like, you don't get that feeling when it's so easy. So by increasing the challenge, you would make the progression of your character more meaningful. The new spells you got, new gear and all that would actually have feeling attached to it. You would be able to notice the difference. I think that would go a long ways to make the progression feel more interesting. I don't think it's possible to really fix the story at this point. It would be so much work, it wouldn't be worth it. But you could make the progression feel more meaningful by increasing the challenge. And so, how I would do that is, instead of doing a lower level and an upper level limit on quests, like for instance, there's an upper level limit where you are scaled down if you're over leveled, I would scale things up. Not just you, right? You think, oh, well, that would make the fights meaningless because you'd be so over-leveled. No, you scale the enemies up to you. Because theoretically, all you're doing is scaling HP, right? And I know that's typically not a thing that's recommended. Like, it's the same enemy, why are you just scaling HP? That's a meaningless way to improve the difficulty of a fight. Yes and no. At the very least, it would make the fights more than just press 5 buttons and you're done. Which currently that's the difficulty scale. It's like super easy. Honestly. Not an upgrade. Agreed. Okay. So if you scaled the enemies up to your level, then you wouldn't be over-leveled so drastically for the fights. They would have more difficulty and you would have to try a little harder to win the fights. And I think that would go a long way. And I know it's a super, not cringe way to do it, necessarily, but a super cheap way. Right? You're not really creating more content or even better content. You're just increasing the difficulty level by scaling up HP of mobs. Cheap way to do it. But at the same time, I think necessary. Because the fights are so easy. Like, I'm honestly looking forward to progressing in the game just to get into more difficult content because the content right now is so easy, it's boring. Like, I want to unlock the new content just so that I can have a decent challenge. Maybe I'm alone feeling that, but I don't think so. Especially not from somebody coming from World of Warcraft, which there's a lot of people coming from World of Warcraft right now. And all anyone is talking about is the story, right? But even Asmon Asmongold, even he couldn't wait to get to the extreme level dungeons, right? The actual raids. Like, even he was pushing for that really hard. And that's where a lot of the interest has come, was seeing him do the most recent raids and the extreme modes and like his reaction to it. How does it compare to WoW? That's what people really care about, in my opinion. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is getting to that content, because this content is super easy. Almost like you can fall asleep while playing it. Easy. Give me a challenge. If I could just start raiding right now, I totally would. But, like I said, I think the problem would be fixed by scaling the enemies up to your level so that the fights are not difficult. I think that would resolve the whole problem. Not very cute and very cute. You're talking about the different fairies that I had out for the scholar class? Which one was cute and which one was not very cute, sassy lady? The purple one or the bright colored one? I started playing a game with my wife recently called Vindictus, and the game up until recently was really easy, and it was really fun also because I really enjoy playing with my wife, playing video games with my wife. But the last time we played, we started to unlock new abilities for our characters, and the fights started to take longer, right? The enemies started to do more damage, that kind of thing. And I even died for the first time in the game because I fell into a trap. So, like, it's like I really need that challenge, and I really need the different abilities, and the new rotations, and the complexity in order to really enjoy it. And I'm not sure if that's because of all my experience with WoW, World of Warcraft, pushing me to feel that way, or if that's everybody. I'm not sure if everybody gets more enjoyment as things get more complicated, or if that's just me. But playing Vindictus and getting further in the game and advancing the characters and the stories, getting some more challenge, it's important for me. It makes a big difference for me. That's a head. Okay. Seems like an upgrade for me. I'll take the need. I'll have to greed that. Let's keep going. And let's see if I can upgrade my gear. Recommended gear. Equip. And update gear set. Alright, so I got 2 new pieces of gear for my summoner. That's nice. That's for 291. Nice. Almost 300 damage. Proximity of a theoretical sun is causing damage over time. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay, so frostbite. Greed. Greed. I guess we get out of the slowing poison or whatever it is. Well, as much as I criticize the combat and say I need more complexity and all that, I'm still having more fun doing this right now than I was doing the questing. So, at least there's that. Alright, interesting. He's doing ruin spam. Ruin spam. Over and over. Because no point in dotting something up if it's just going to die really fast. The dots only have a couple of ticks before it's dead. If even that, maybe just one tick. Which is not very much damage, so it's not worth it. That's it. Oh man. I just cleansed that. Yeah, they took that damage. Okay, so I guess we're going this way. Okay, chamber door. We are here. This is a long map. But we're almost to the end, I think. I'm not sure if it's the last boss or not. We'll find out. Yay, we are here. Hey, sassy lady, if you're there, what did you mean by not very cute and very cute? Were you talking about the fairies? Like, which one was cute, which one was not cute? Was it the purple one that you liked? Or was it the purple one you didn't? We're gonna go ahead and watch this cutscene. What little story that there is to get into, I'd like to be able to somewhat get into it.
Elko, Hitra Buklo Hans.
So he's speaking a different language, okay.
Sistabon Rajadorn. Thagon Welrog. Tosan Opaiki.
Huh. So he's revealing that he knows about me. He knows about the Echo.
My guest crude tongue. We meet at last.
Yep. So some of the mysteries being revealed, more mysteries being shown.
I am
Right?
Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God.
He's religious.
Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing.
Okay.
It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
Bringer of Lights. I like that. That's a good title.
Dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes.
The Echo is all that stands between them.
Yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Why shouldn't I fear?
Here, feel the presence of evil.
Uh-huh.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Mm. Dun, dun, dun. Villain music. Cue the villain music. And then he just leaves, like... What? You know what I mean? It's just mysteries. Okay. Let's do the fight. Alright, dots. Alright, let's back out so we can see what we're doing here. Oh, okay, so we got some ads to deal with here. Alright, so let's dot them up and use our main burst fester. Not too bad, 205. I'm trying to throw in Eggy Assaults, the down burst ability, do some damage. The healer seems to be doing a great job in here, keeping everybody alive, especially people that are standing in poison. Oh, that was easy. Fine. The tank. Okay. Let's see. This is Disciple of Magic. That's an upgrade. I'll take it. I already possess one. I have to pass. Okay. Any recommended gear? Yeah. I'll take the gear set. Cool. Can't change classes while inside the dungeon. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and leave. Oh, what's this? Oh! Look who we found, guys! Finally, fresh air. Well, maybe not so fresh, but better than before. They are cute. This one is grateful to walk in one. Like I said, the writing is excellent. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of little solace. Yeah, the writing is very good. It's just a shame that they have to combine the story with an MMO's need to drag it out so that you feel progression, but then you over level it, so it's all kind of a pushover. It all just kind of blends together. But these moments when you're shown the big bad dudes, very cool. Gives you a sense of the stakes somewhat. Oh, some really bad dudes are behind everything, you know? So these moments right here where you see some of the more powerful enemies, I wish there was more moments like this and where you had more opportunities to fight them. It's just, you don't really encounter all that until the very end. So, while the end of A Realm Reborn is excellent, leading up to it, not so much. There are some good moments. I'm not going to say that there aren't. There are some excellent moments. It's just, it drags a bit. I'm glad you like the story that you've seen, Sassy Lady. That would have been a good moment for voiceover. As a really dark character and the good writing that I just saw, like, that would have been a good moment for voiceover. Having it all be text was a bit of a missed opportunity. Okay, so this is what she saw and what led her to try and intervene in her own way. And I guess I saw the past like I do through the echo. No, I saw what you saw. Lord Ramu. One of the primals? What are you looking for? Alright, let's walk all the way back up to the poison tunnels. Here we go. So, when I was talking about the storyline, Sassy Lady, I was talking about the storyline in terms of a game player, a person playing the game, or from the viewpoint of someone like yourself, if you were going to start playing it. I don't know if you have an account, if you play this game, or if you're viewing it for the first time, but from the viewpoint of someone new to Final Fantasy XIV, coming into the game and then trying to play the game and make progress in the story, I guess I'm trying to give some feedback and some honest opinion as to... Let's do this. Let's switch those two. And then do that as well. Okay. Let's go turn this in. So I'm trying to give some honest feedback as far as like what it feels like from a game player's perspective, and also from somebody coming from World of Warcraft, and using my experience with MMOs and what I enjoyed about WoW and trying to compare that to Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm talking about gameplay and how it compares and is different from story, and how sometimes they can be used well together. Like, you can play the story, but in some games, and sometimes in this game, unfortunately, it feels like the story and the gameplay are separate. It doesn't feel like you're playing the story. It feels like you're playing missions that don't really have anything to do with the story until you're revealed parts of the story that you either read or you skip, and then you go back to doing more stuff, and then you're revealed parts of the story, and it doesn't feel like you're playing the story so much as you're trying to earn levels to get to the next part of the story. So it's like the gameplay and the story are separate, and that's not good. You want to be feeling like you're playing the story. But a lot of the time in this game, I've felt like I've played and then been revealed parts of the story, and then played and revealed parts of the story, and it's not supposed to feel that way. You're supposed to feel like they're one and the same. So that's mainly what I'm talking about. Okay. Teleport here, go north. Unlock that Ethernet. Also, the title of the stream and the, not gimmick, but the niche or the unique idea that I'm trying to bring to the stream to this particular entertaining video that I'm uploading as opposed to everybody else is, how does this game compare to World of Warcraft, right? And what I enjoyed about World of Warcraft is it replicated, how is it done well, and how is it done bad, that kind of thing. So there are lots of things that Final Fantasy does well, but unfortunately, even though it has more story, and in general the story is more enjoyable, blah blah blah, than what I felt in World of Warcraft, there's still the unfortunate truth that the story drags. And at times it doesn't feel like you're playing the story. At times it feels like you're just playing random quests that have nothing to do with it. So, just, you gotta take the bad along with the good. Everything is not all perfect all the time, you know. They do some things right, and then other things they don't do well. It's just the reality of it. And I have to give an honest opinion. Right? I can't just lie and say that it's all great all the time. Or at least I guess I could, but I don't like to do that. I'd prefer to rather just be myself and be honest. And also I want people who might be checking this out considering playing the game, if they either have experience in MMOs or they're like, what is it going to be like? What is the game going to feel like? At this low level, at the point he's in the story, am I going to be having fun? You know, I want them to be able to have that question answered. So. Walking ones. I guess we are walking ones, all the humans. Makes sense. We don't have little wings. We don't fly or hover or float. So I am a walking one. Comuxio wants you to discuss peace with Frixio. Okay, let's discuss peace. Oh, he's happy to see me for once. Probably because I helped the elder. And they like me now because I helped the elder. You saved the elder's life. That's right, I did. You should help me now. I saved your elder. So, for any of you out there who play multiple games and have tried lots of MMOs, have any of you played Dragon Nest? I've been looking for a Dragon Nest private server to play, where it's set up like the original game, where you level up your character, but all the Dragon Nest private servers I've found lately, and the one that I tried, their expectation is that you don't want to play through the game. You just want to hit max level right away and start doing in-game raids. So they all, like, pretty much force you to bypass all the old original content, and they just, like, force you to skip to the very end. And I'm like, no, the whole reason I want to play it is to get that feeling of progression. If I just arrive at endgame, there's no progression. So I'm trying to find a Dragon Nest private server that has that original leveling up experience, because that was fun for me. I enjoyed the feeling of progression. If you just arrive at endgame, it doesn't feel earned. And it doesn't have any meaning. Lord Ramu is not cruel. Well, if you say so. I think he is. They just don't view him that way. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we got the Sylphs on our side after we saved the Elder. And we revealed to them, or proved to them, that we are not with the Empire. The Empire are the walking ones you can't trust. Us, you can trust. So, they were blocking access to the 12's wood. Thank you, sassy lady. Well, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a good day. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. So the sylphs were blocking access to the 12's wood, and they were fighting walking ones like us, or being, I guess, difficult, right? And summoning Ramu, and embracing their dark side, so to speak. And when they do that, when they touch Ramu, and they're like, we need to defend the 12's wood, it's time to gain power, right? And they get that from Ramu. Ramu is like their beast, their primal, that they as a beast tribe serve, or whatever. And so they started working on summoning Ramu, and then they became touched ones, which is like the dark fairies, and they're very dangerous, and they can fight. And so they were doing that to defend themselves and to defend the woods that they feel they need to protect. And they did that by using their power with Ramu. So when we showed up, we were like, we're not with the Empire, you can trust us. They were like, no, we don't believe you, but our elder's missing. If you find our elder, we might believe you. So I guess in this story, the whole point was, we're here to help, we're not with the Empire. And they're like, okay, cool, I guess we won't have to summon Ramu then. As long as you help us fight off the Empire, then we won't need to summon our primal. And we're like, yes, let's agree, we'll work together. Good job. And then this elder just gave me the crystal that I needed, so I didn't have to defeat and kill Ramu to get it. The elder just gave it to me. So, didn't have to fight the primal. Instead, I just had to save the fairy. Walking one is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. Oh, that's terrible. See, there's more foreshadowing. Like, they hint at big, important events that you should feel the stakes of. But that's all they are. They're just foreshadowing and hints. It's... I don't know. It doesn't grip me. I wish it was more in my face. I wish I experienced it. I wish as a character I came under attack and I had to defend myself. I wish it wasn't just, oh, well, there's really big bad things in store. Just wait till you get there. You know what I mean? It just, as a story, it's like, I don't know, there's this saying that we have in the military, hurry up and wait. So they force you to wait in lines, right? To get your shots, to get your clothing, to get your equipment, to get your weapon, to, you know, all sorts of stuff. But they want you to be as fast as possible, but you just go and you end up waiting in a line. So they call it hurry up and wait. Hurry up and go. I have to look out. That orange means I have to do, I guess, an emote. I have to look out for touched ones. Okay, that's important. You gotta remember. You can't progress the quest unless you use the emote, so. There's the arrow. Right here. Oh, look at that fat chocobo. Super cute. Look, it's chasing a little fruit. Go get it. That's so adorable. That's funny. Have I leveled up my companion at all? I don't think so. I fought with him a little bit. Ooh, I have 1 SP. Rank 1. I have leveled up my chocobo. Do I want to give it healing abilities, or defending abilities, or attacking abilities? Let's check. Huh. Wow, okay. I kind of want to level it up as a healer. Yeah. Let's level it up as a healer. Oh, oh, there we go. Okay, so let's do lookout. See if that does it. Oh, it's without a space. Okay, there we go. Oh, see, there's the touched ones. They've interacted with Ramu to get power so they can defend the woods. Tempered sylphs. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. So they're not going on the attack. It's mostly self-defense. So don't attack them, they won't attack you. Alright. So I need to go here and go to New Gridania and turn this quest in. And progress the main story quest even more. Looking forward to getting the main story quest past level 30. So whatever I'm doing, I won't have to worry about having less abilities to use because I'm not a summoner or a scholar anymore. Okay. So I guess we go this way. Sprint. Okay. Alrighty. Yes, the sylphs are on our side. Yes, I have done my job. You are welcome. Okay, Commander Hulox. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Huloy? Huloy? You're welcome, sir. Oh, Bluetooth, hold on. Hello, Draco. Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papilimo returned some little while ago. The name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies. Okay, so we're gonna go get our next quest from Minfilia. I think I'm gonna go do that and then end the stream. So, or at least pause it, possibly. So let's see. We've been streaming now for 2 hours. I honestly thought I was going to be able to do a 4 or 6 hour stream today, but I'm feeling pretty tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sore. I went to the gym for the first time in a while yesterday, worked out my legs for a while, and yeah, so next day, which is today, after working out for the first time in a long time, I am very sore. So let's go to Tataru in the Waking Sands. I'm level 42 already, guys. Okay. Huh. I was reading Free Company chat. They're talking about an event that's coming up in a couple of days at the Golden Saucer. I might want to take part in that. Alright. Let's go into the Scion's base. I don't know why they call it the Waking Sands. I don't think they ever explained that. Okay. Alphenod. If I remember from the Endwalker trailer, one of the twins is a red mage, and the other of the twins is one of the new classes that's being released. I think the new one with like drones and stuff looks really cool. Yes, the matter with Ramuh has been resolved, Alphanod. So we found evidence that the enemy is involved, but we haven't tracked down their objective or seen who's really, really behind it. I mean, I keep running into them, but no one else does. Must have to do with the crystal and the echo. Alice, so it's Alphanod and Alice. Okay, so he hasn't heard from his sister in a while. So he gives his report, and then he's gonna leave. She's like, can I just do what I feel like? And he's like, why do you gotta ask me? So evidently she feels like he has some sort of authority, and he's like denying that he has that authority over her. Interesting. Okay, yeah, good to see you too, Ida. Or is it Yida? I think it might be Yida. Yes, thank you, Minfilia. Hello, Papilimo. Yes, Ramuh is off the list. Sahagin and Leviathan? Maybe. I think the Titan, the Primal Titan, is next on the list. There we go, Titan. The Kobolds. So the Kobolds are the beast race that raised the Titan. Ooh, Garuda. Oh, it's the primal of the Ixal. Garuda. Is that the next one? Oh, so we get a holiday. She's giving us all a little time off. We've earned it. She'll let us know when we need to come back to make progress on the next quest, I guess. Isn't that nice of Minfilia giving us all a weekend? I have a question. Not sure what it is. A man named La Habrea. Uh-oh. The plot thickens. Oh, Tataru screamed. Tataru! What's wrong? Oh yeah, it's one of the elves. Or fairies, I mean. A sylph? At long last, this one finds walking one Draco. This one is most dependable of these ones, is sent by Elder One Frixio to keep walking ones. Alright, I think he's here to help us. Noraxia. A pleasure to meet you, Noraxia. Huh. Alright. Cue more main story quest. I want to make progress. I want to get to the raids. It's gonna take a while, isn't it? It feels like I'm just getting started. Alright. Okay. Alright, excellent. Now she's gonna have me investigate the big bad La Habrea dude that I ran into. Okay. Let's begin this investigation from Infilia. I gotta go to the Hall of Flames. Okay. An old, hmm. There was something I wanted to do, but I can't remember what it is. Aside from eat lunch, I mean. What was it? What was it? Okay, we're trying to set a trap for him. Or track down clues to figure out where he's at. Hit dry bone, sure. We'll go there and then we'll travel over to the Shadow of Darkness. Okay, this is familiar. Been here before, haven't we, guys? Super familiar music by this point. Almost hear it in your sleep. Oh, that looks interesting. Even fall firefly. Look at this thing. No, that's... yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a custom bird. Looks smaller than mine by quite a bit. And its feathers are pink. It's got like a red dress. Red... not a red, but like a blue headdress on. I'm telling her, cool chocobo. Very cool. Huh. Alright, so I'm going the wrong way. Better go up this way. Mirtigos Nanny. Billy. Ah! Ooh, that's a level 15. Gatling. I mean, alright. That's interesting looking, isn't it? That looks like an... I don't know, man. That's interesting. Interesting looking animal. 6 legs. Alright. Hihibaru. Hello, sir. How can you help me? Yes, I am trying to track down La Habrea. The big bad dude. Order of the Nade? Interesting. These names. I gotta speak with the merchants. First one is actually over there. Yes. Okay. A lot of side quests over here. Quite a few side quests to do if I felt like it. Maybe when I level it all. Speaking of having fun doing stuff, what if we just queue for the Sunken Temple of Karn? That would be fun. Oh, by the way, I downloaded and installed BlueStacks and Punishing Gray Raven, which seems like a really interesting game and has a bit of a challenge. So looking forward to trying that game out. I might do some streams or maybe some videos of Punishing Gray Raven, maybe some of the more difficult boss fights in the game, stuff like that, or my build and my characters and stuff. So looking forward to doing that game. That looks super fun. Punishing Gray Raven was just released a couple of weeks ago. It's been out for a long time in another country, I can't remember where, but it just got released here in global, or in the West Coast here in America a couple weeks ago. So it's brand new, super exciting, and it looks really awesome. Can't wait to play it. And yes, I do play multiple games at the same time. I can't play just one game. I have ADHD. As an adult, I guess, learned to just deal with it, but I do struggle with staying focused on one thing at a time. So I do play multiple games at the same time and kind of bounce between them. And I know that's not good for the YouTube algorithm for the channel, right? You're supposed to be consistent and pick a theme and stick with it. So I know that that's bad for the channel, but at the same time, it is who I is. It is what it is. I am who I am, right? So I bounce between games. It's just what it's gonna be. And I'm not gonna like not record games that I play. That would just be a waste of time. No, I'd rather record games that I play and share the gameplay with you guys. So you will be getting different playthroughs of games at the same time on this channel. It's gonna happen. Because I'm not gonna waste my time and play a bunch of games that I don't bother to record. At least that's the plan. So. Okay, so I gotta go back and turn this in. Let's do this first. Well, actually, let's use sprint and get down here a little faster. And then do it right in front of them. So when we get back, all we gotta do is turn it in. There. Party members talking in chat for once. We're getting more towards the fun part of the game, I think. Hopefully this dungeon, this duty, is more enjoyable. I think we can use Ifrit in this one. That'll be nice. And I'll have access to Bane so I can spread the dots easier. Okay. Actually, hold on. I'm going to continue playing, but I'm going to answer my phone. I just got a phone call. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. That was my dad. You know, you don't just ignore a call from your dad. But anyways, yeah, I had to answer the call and help him out for a second. Alright, so far I have not been weaving my Eggy Assault into the rotation. I gotta work on that. Been doing the Arcanist rotation so far. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can't use Eggy Assault too. That's a level 40 ability. Evidently this is only a level 35 dungeon. So I can't use Eggy Assault 2. I've been trying to click it and it won't work. All I have is Eggy Assault 1. The single target version. Not the AoE. Okay. So we've been passing up these things. The Gem of Affluence. There was one in the very beginning that we passed up as well. Stuff like that. I'm hoping that we didn't pass up stuff that we needed to actually pay attention to. That would suck. And also, I don't know this fight, so we'll see if there's any special thing to keep track of in here. This, and then a Bane. Just put it off. Okay. Not sure what happened there, but maybe we blocked it. Whoa! Huh. Guess I wasn't supposed to step on that? That was an instant kill. Alright, so I'm figuring out the rotation now. And I died again. Yeah, not clear what I'm doing wrong. Oh, this thing has Doom. You can't resist Doom, you just die. Oh, I'll keep waiting. He swift casted me. Swift cast resurrection. Okay, let's use the potion. Let's summon Ifrit. There he is. Okay, so what I end up doing is tying it into a different cast, okay? Which is kind of self-explanatory. I'm already doing that for a lot of things. But in the beginning rotation, where you start off, I'm now up to like 8. spells to remove it within the first 3 or 4 seconds of casting. Okay, so Ruin, Energy Drain, into a Fester, into an Eggy Assault. So that's 4 in a row. And then a Bane. Let's just get that guy off the field. Okay. Ruin Spam. That's all we got going on right now. Alright, that's it. We did it. What's this all about? Supposed to draw the... Oh, it's a puzzle. I was only supposed to kill one of them. The other one he needed to draw over here. Okay, well, I don't know. Okay. Cyclone Strike does a good amount of damage. Ifrit definitely increased my DPS by quite a bit, I think. Okay. Okay. So I can tie a Fester into an Eggy Assault because Fester is off the global cooldown. Figured that out, at least. The Rosarium of Lalafuto. Okay. Roll into a Fester, into an Eggy Assault. Followed by Ruin Spam. There's still some loot. I greeted it. Somebody's not looting. Okay, so we're gonna Bane this group. Bane didn't go through for some reason. Do it now. There we go. No Fester. Alright, Eggy Assault. Second Eggy Assault. Not enough health left on this guy and the other guy for me to dot. They're just gonna die too fast. That's at level 40, 43, I believe. Nice. Alright, here we go. I wonder if there's anything special about this fight. Thing's almost down. Alright, now we got this guy. Big burst. Big hit, Fester. 257, 260 on the previous one, so not too bad for damage, right? Uh-oh. I don't want to take that hit. Alright, time to refresh my dots. Energy drain into a fester. Whoa! Alright, let's stop this ad. Focus on him. The tank died? Okay, let's resurrect you. He's not accepting the resurrect. I already gave him the resurrect. He didn't accept it. Interesting. Let's try and burst it down. Should have used Addle before, but I forgot. As long as he's up, this guy just takes hardly any damage at all. Sucks. Gotta take out the Golem Soulstone first. I wasted a Fester on that Simple Guardian when I had the Golem Soulstone up, so it took hardly any damage from it. Live and learn. Finally did it. Oh, oven was going off? Interesting. So he actually stepped out and we still won. Nice. Big upgrade on that. Yes, please. Okay. We're moving in the rotation. We're doing some pretty good work. So it is worth throwing the Eggy Assault into the mix, I think, because it does potency at 250. My Ruin only does 180. So. Also, I believe it's free. It uses charges, but no mana. So it saves mana to throw it into the rotation as well. It does have a GCD. That gets in the way of just doing another Ruin. But at the same time, it saves mana. So, probably worth it. Yes. We're getting the rotation down. Oh, it's an astrologist. Astrologian. Nice. We're doing some good damage. trying to do damage. Taking a while to take these guys down. That's good. They're not being pushovers. We're finally getting to some of the higher level content. Oh, wow. Took a lot of damage from that. I tried to evade it too. Path to Retribution opens. Okay, got a cutscene. I saw treasure coffers in the other room, but I think we're gonna skip those. Not sure. What is this guy's gimmick? I don't know this fight. Okay. Alright, so we're putting the stones down. Okay. Getting the ads down. Alright, I think I helped out with that one quite a bit. Okay. It sucks not having instant damage, or at least not very much of it. Got it. Nice. Leveled up. Fine, Belt of Magic, and Anathema. Cool. Alright. I'm not sure what I managed to get out of that loot. I guess we're just gonna find out this way. Recommended gear. I got Karn Duckbills, new boots. I got Karn Belt of Magic, new belt. And I got a new book. Nice. Some really good upgrades, I think. Excellent. And this is what I was talking about with going to dungeons and getting gear. You don't really have to worry about gear if you're going to dungeons. There's really nice upgrades. So that was fun. I really enjoyed ending the stream off with a good dungeon where I got to do some damage and do some of the content that I really enjoy. But I do think I want to take a break for now. I had a great time. Thank you everyone for checking out the stream. And let's just see what weapon we get really quick. I got a U Picatrix, whatever that is. We'll see. Okay, so it's not an upgrade. In fact, it's quite bad. Alright, so I gotta go somewhere and sell this stuff that I don't need anymore. But anyways, it was fun. Thank you all for checking out the stream, and I will catch you in the next one.